You're gonna tell us three things, but he only told us two. You caused it. Yeah, so anyway, noticing a pattern of all the stuff that I forget to say whenever I'm recording these videos. It's like the same area of people, like the same area of like character resistance that I have like familiarized and organized into an actual person. What I forgot to say in the last video was, so right now I'm at this state in which I've asserted that the reason that a lot of other people have to work so hard to make their ideas real is because they refuse to allow other people's ideas to be real. Now, obviously, someone's taken this knowledge, this logic, and like a code inserted into a computer board, they're trying to get me to contradict it. Now, what's happening is I'm being left in a state of indefinite restriction, indefinite no. They are not allowing me to make my idea, and they're saying it's just an experiment. I just want to see. I just feel like he would be just like us if his stuff didn't work for. If he didn't get what he wanted for a long enough time, he would be no different from us. Except they're gonna hold it until I'm no different from them, which is why I have to say what they're doing here. So what happened last night? I went outside, I had a rant, and I was like, "Well, you're telling me that fucking metal decides to understand numbers. You're telling me that if you put the right coils in." With the right shapes. That shapes, coils, metal, and fucking crystals and plastic can all work together to decide to understand numbers. There's something you don't know. There's a little processor that actually works to take, or just imagine it's like one number here, and it takes that, yeah, but they repeat that multiple times. Ugh. It's still just a fucking piece of metal deciding to understand numbers, dude. And that's that shit I can't fucking like agree with there. That's that shit I'm just like, nah, because you're telling me that the fucking metal, the metal with the logical circuitry, the logical shapes, the logical gates that you put into electricity work together to make something that can choose to understand things. You just don't know something. There's just something you don't know. There's just something you don't get. That's why it's always over here. That's why we never say it. Because we don't want you to get it. It's fucking retarded, dude. It's not like a fucking neon board. It's not like a neon sign where it's just turning electricity on to light a fucking light bulb in motion. They're saying that they fucking put shapes together, really, really tiny. Coils, other types of wiring, metal, to make something that agrees to understand numbers. I just think that's insane. And I think that sitting there trying to tell me that I'm wrong when you can't even say how it works is fucking crazy. No. Now, two things here. I have to note two things. Now, obviously, I'm being kept from being able to say something. Now, one little bit about how one thing can understand a number here, or electrons, negative and positive, can represent 1 and 0 values. Now, obviously, I'm left in some sort of state here that can be taken advantage of, in which someone can just say I was stupid this whole time by resisting me as I attempt to explain how it's possible, so that whenever I make these bold claims on the internet, they can say, that's why, he's just a fucking idiot. That's it. But also, I'd like to point out that what's being accused of, what's being said, is that metal can organize itself into a state of understanding number systems, number code, logic. The logical code that has been created. You take the color spectrum and grid it and then add a value for each grid. You take the sound spectrum, grid it and add a value for each grid. And now you can put that in metal, and metal will decide to understand that shit and communicate it to itself, so long as you put electricity in it. That what I'm doing is no different than what they're doing. And what it looks like they're doing to me is they're manifesting objects that represent the flow of constancy of tangible logic that then manifests through their power source, electricity, to operate real functions. This isn't just motion anymore. It's not just motion. You show me a computer chip this fucking small. This fucking small. And you're saying that the wires, the electricity, the metal, the whatever the fuck is in there just agrees to understand numbers. Now, obviously, the kind of system that we expect to be able to understand numbers is some sort of mechanical movement. Whenever you do this, this movement represents a 1. Or whenever you put this charge in, this represents a 1. And that you make a bunch of tiny little ones of these, until they work together according to your coded system to actually operate into a real computer, to operate into something that can take the balance of zeros and ones and make them an actual coded language. How many fucking zeros and ones does it take to make a fucking console that you can type hello world or that says hello world? How many zeros and ones does that take? I've seen the fucking the circuit boards on the internet, the little fucking modules they have. That's just wires. You're telling me you put a fucking, one of them just put a fucking bolt on there. One of them just put a fucking bolt on it, dude. It was literally just a fucking bolt. Put wires put wires in these shapes. Because this little white box has grids, has points all over it. Put the wires in, add a little bolt to it, and the electricity runs through a logic gate that justifies this occurring on a computer screen. Fucking insane, bro. There's just something you don't know. Say it. Say that thing I don't know. Say it. I want you to fucking say it. God damn. So these guys are holding me in a state of indefinite confusion. Restricting it, it's not ethical. I didn't work as hard as them. I haven't done as much work as them. It's possible, but they're saying no, a new gate hold on logic. It's not possible unless you do this. It's not possible unless you do this. I do that, or I do something that compensates for what that action is. So now they stop telling me what I need to do next. Now they say that there's just something that I don't know and they're done dealing with this. Fucking stupid. I don't think that's what's happening. I think I've genuinely gotten over their head here, and they're just pretending that there's something that I can't say that they can in order to justify this shit working. But I noticed that they don't ever get to the point where they say how fucking metal and wires and electricity running through it decides to understand numbers. They say a bunch of other shit. They say a bunch of other shit that never gets to the point. And I'm like, all right, I get it. You're trying to get me around the point so that you can say it all in one go. But just say it all in one go right now so that I can understand it. Just say it all in one go right now so that I can understand it. I can't find this thing. I looked everywhere. I cannot fucking find it. Go to school, they'll just say it just works. Electricity just runs through this, and when you do this, it just works. How? I want to fucking know why. Why? It has to be what I'm saying. It has to be that you're making logical constructs. You're physically manifesting logical constructs, and that it's creating, see, this is a little gap here. What is this shit, bro? It's in my fucking hand right now. What the fuck is this? Why won't you say this shit? What is this, bro? What the fuck is going on? You create little tangible items that represent a logic that can be manifested, oh my fucking God, I'm being messed up, bro. That physically represent logical constructs that justify existence or the continuation or constants of a flow of an idea or tangible structure. That the tangible structure is itself trying to exist, but due to constants, needs a vessel that it can travel into in order to physically occur within our environment. Now, no, you just gotta fucking do this and add electricity to it. You're just dumb. Fuck that shit, bro. Fuck that shit. I'm done with this shit, bro, because I'm not done with it. I'm still going. I fucking know I have this shit. I know for a fucking fact that I have this shit. But there they go with this. No, this is how it works. That's how it's been. Grounded logic. We're not letting this go just because you don't want to fucking accept that you need to work harder. Fucking tell me what I need to do. Tell me what the fuck I need to do. Dumbass. Fucking retard. I mean, even if you're saying you took a system of motion where whenever you light this, the bulb in the shape of the one, whenever a negative charge goes in, the bulb in the shape of the number one glows, and whenever a positive charge, see, I'm fucking messed up here. Whenever a positive charge goes in, the bulb shaped like a number one glows, and whenever a negative charge goes in, the bulb shaped like a zero glows. And that we just fucking repeated that multiple times, or we made a new structure, a new shape that added depth and dimension to that, so that we could flow electricity into it to create a system that knows that whenever we have this certain connection of zeros and ones, this certain structure, this certain pattern, that it means this. What the fuck? I don't believe this shit anymore. I don't fucking believe this shit anymore. I think it's just happening. I've been attacked by digital people. No. Before you say I'm crazy, you need to fucking listen to this. I have literally been on the phone and I have watched with people, the screen digitally fucking changed for no reason. Them become fucking monsters out of nowhere. Okay, this is starting to sound like I have mental issues. I want you to know that I'm actually perfectly sane. So these are real things that happened. These are real things that have occurred. And I'm like, bro, at some point, all they're doing is getting over our head. And okay, they put me in front of the window here. I'm only wearing underwear. See what I mean? This is a fucking moral attack. It's an ethical attack. I'm in front of the window now. Now I look like I'm doing something wrong. It's an ethical attack. Now because I'm making sense. I was about to say what I was going to say, and now here's an ethical reason to not respect me. See what I'm saying? This shit is fucking obvious now. They just kept fucking talking until they got over our head. They made their little physical structures, and then they kept going until they got over our head. Our ability to say, that doesn't make sense. How does that happen? Because every time we find a point in which they say how it happens and we question that shit, it falls apart. It falls apart. And so I'm like, hey, I get it. I know what's going on. Let me in on this shit. I can make technology. I'm not about to do all that bullshit. I'm not about to do all of that bullshit, bro. I let you be real. I let you be real. And they're trying to fucking piss me off, hold me back until I start saying why they can't be real, and then it's fair. Now I gotta do as much work as them because I'm saying other people can't be real. I know what the fuck's going on here. Too much is going on. See, this is what I mean. This is what I was saying in the last video. We get tied down to a physical construence. Now something needs to physically make sense. It's no longer logic. It's no longer it's no longer tangible structure. Now it needs a physical explanation. Now we're restricted to only being physical. You know what I'm saying? God complex is tightened. I'm pissed because I'm halfway expecting for there to be something that somebody can say that I just didn't know this whole time, but they're gonna be saying it with the intention of calling me a fucking moron, and I'm gonna fight for that. Or I just made it over the head of all this bullshit, and people are just so unwilling to believe that because they don't understand it. Because they can't figure out how to make these things flow without a physical structure to allow constants to flow through, to run through, to make a current through in order to physically manifest itself. And they're just like, no, there has to be another reason. Even if he doesn't know it, even if I don't know it, there just is a reason that it's not happening. That's just what it is. That's just what it. It's fucking annoying, dude. I've done everything. I've done everything right. I don't fucking hold others back unless they're attacking me, which is completely fucking fair. So I got no reason to have to do as much work as one of those fucking lame ass, jealous assholes who are always like, how come he gets to have what he wants? How come he gets to do this? I want to be the special one. I want to be the only one who can do this. Why? Why does he get to? Those niggas need to work harder. Fuck them. I hate them. Oh. And so we know that every time the environment, as it observes itself along with us, reaches a point in which it can no longer physically explain what's going on, it tightens up, and now nothing is real unless it has a physical explanation. So guys just keep saying shit in tighter and tighter numbers. They start talking calculus. They start talking higher structures of math, and they start saying, yeah, you guys don't even fucking know what's going on anymore. And that's why it works. Oh my God, I see it. Yeah, we're in the early phases of it now. Yeah, no, I genuinely see it somehow. Oh my God. Nah, man, there's just something obvious that you're too stupid to figure. I fucking hate this one because it's purposely keeping the information I want from you if that's the case. I fucking hate this one right here, bro. This one's purposely keeping the info from me so that I can look like a dumbass, but I promise you I'm way smarter than whatever fucking image you can keep on your fucking mind, bitch ass nigga. I'll find you. Yeah, anyway, I'm just kind of like, come on, like, just let me have it. I mean, I did it. I just proved this life. And you're still trying to claim I need a physical explanation for existence. No, I fucking don't. I know why this is happening. It's a slowing of logic to prevent collisions that would cause greater corruptions and explosions of energy that are trying to be contained within a God complex. I have this figured. I fucking have it, dude. There's nothing the only thing stopping me from fucking levitating the sword to my hand right now is that the environment itself would freak out by not being able to explain how that just happened. People would freak out. people would go, people would have literal fucking aneurysms. That's the only thing stopping it. And I even made my technology make sense. I actually have a valid structure of flowing through it, of constancy, of everything that I need. No, you need to do this thing specifically here that you'll never have access to, and that will take fucking 40 years, and also, I also just need to approve of it before I accept it, and I don't ever want yours to be better than mine, and also, see, you get caught too. You're fucking caught too, bro. This shit doesn't make sense. This shit doesn't make any fucking sense, bro. I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed off, bro. Can't stand this shit. If it ends up being something obvious, I'm fucking fighting somebody. Because why haven't I been able to find it so far? Fucking watching a YouTube video, well, scrolling through YouTube, how a quantum computer works. And I look at the structure, and it's just a bunch of fucking wires. It's just a bunch of fucking wires and metal. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, bro, are you fucking kidding me? Like, where's the physical motion, huh? You're saying electricity just flows through a bunch of structures that represent an idea. A logic gate. I can't fucking stand this shit, bro. I fucking hate this shit. This feels like when I was questioning God, bro. This feels like when I was questioning God. I fucking hate this shit, bro. I love this shit, though. I'm doing it. I have really good ideas for technology, so. You still need to work harder. You still need to do this and that. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. And so, whenever you flow the electricity through this mechanism, it starts to operate, and it starts to perceive, it waits for a command of zeros and ones. And what the fuck could that even be, bro? It then awaits input for zeros and ones in order to create, what the fuck? Alright, I'm gonna try to figure out how there's something I could not know here. I'm trying to figure out how there's something I could not know. So, you need a system that has a chart, a spectrum of understanding of zeros and ones, right? Positives, 1, negatives, 0. P0, wait, PN, N, P, N, PP, N. Okay, I send that to fucking what, nigga? I send that to fucking what? The fucking processor what you just fucking described until I wasn't able to keep up anymore. And I'm still keeping up somehow. I don't fucking know how to explain this shit. I'm still keeping up with it. I'm like, you haven't gotten to the point where you fucking putting all these shapes together and flowing electricity into it, this fucking small, decides to understand zeros and ones. I'm just so fucking confused here. I'm so lost, bro. I'm so fucking lost here. Pissing me the fuck off. That's just how it works, man. Nah, something else is going on here. I swear, it's the same thing I was saying. It's logical, tangible structure. There was resistance to it. Somebody just kept describing it with strategies, with tools, until they got over everybody's head, everyone's ability to deny that it was possible, because that is a fucking fact. I don't care how fucking often you shut me down and physically flex to say that that's not what's happening here. That's actually what's fucking happening. The less that people can say that it's impossible, the more it can occur. So you have to keep talking, you have to keep making structures to make it possible until they can't say why it isn't anymore. I know for a fucking fact. Just by shared reality, just by shared fucking reality, I know that's what the fuck's happening. Because a group of people in a room say, violence is just a part of life. That's just what's gonna happen every time. And I'm like, well, how come we aren't fighting in this room? Fucking ignoring choice. Ignoring choice, dude. Even humans can fucking make the choice not to. What the fuck? I'm losing track here. Can even fucking human operating brain systems can prevent certain outcomes from being possible by not accepting that they exist. And we're talking about mechanical, physical outcomes. We're talking about the stopping of a fucking fight. That human brains in a war, that if they can't see how the end of a war is possible, then they're gonna keep fucking fighting. That's a real fucking thing that I know for a fucking fact makes these goddamn computers. I know for a fucking fact that's what the fuck it is, man. It's not right. We should have to do more. Same state. It's not possible because of this. And you need to physically explain yourself to this base rudimentary idea that I have of existence. Even though other creatures don't have this base rudimentary idea. Which is why some of them can fucking fly and become fucking literally fucking invisible or blend into the fucking environment. Even though some of them can fucking do that. This base idea I have of what's possible is what you need to compare yourself to at all times. Even though we're constantly adding new logic to defy it and add more possibility. No, I just got over your head so you're fucking tightening up the flesh. I hate this shit, bro. I fucking hate this shit. I love this shit. Alright. So, that's all I think this is. And I align with tangible structure. I keep going. I throw these little fits. I don't fucking hold anybody else back. I just tell everyone to stop holding me back. Because we all know that that's what's going on here. It's a shared system of people saying, no, that's not possible. No, that's not possible. No, that's not possible. No, hey, that actually is possible. Hey, this makes sense. No, this is right. No, it's not possible. And there's more of us. And if that becomes possible, we're going to fucking flip out. And we're going to fucking kill people. Bro, what? Why? I notice there's a pattern here. I say life isn't real, and some guy goes, "You're telling me this isn't real?" Immediately gets physical. Physical structure. They are limiting themselves to physical occurrence. Whenever they can no longer add logic to defy what they want, to defy what they don't want from happening, they just get physical. They say logic doesn't matter. Now we're at the point of physical collision. I don't care what makes sense anymore. If my body can win the fight, then it means I was right somehow. So we know that at the point at which they lose logical... Look, like right now, I'm just physical. Until I have logic, which is what justifies my brain communicating with my fucking body to move it. Until I have logic and tangible structure holding up my body's just fucking flesh from the ground. Logic and tangible structure is what hosts civilization. It's what hosts our ability to communicate with each other. You lose that shit, we become physical. We start fucking fighting. That's what this bullshit is, bro. And so, I say something that defies the logic that people are readily using to accomplish a goal. And now they want to get physical. I say that something is possible, and now all of a sudden I feel like things just got physical and I need to explain myself to some physical resistance that doesn't have any logic in it anymore. That's just saying, this is what's physically occurring, you have to make sense of this now. Even though it took years of logic, it took years of tangible structure to make this physically occur. No, it doesn't matter. We just started existing now. We just started existing. Nigga, are these guys constantly fucking having a new consciousness? Dude, that could be what this is. That could be what this is. Bro, it could be that these guys, every time they get overwhelmed, that same God complex that I described in the last video, they fucking start a new one. They start a new consciousness to protect the new God complex and attempt to control or stabilize the environment for their own understanding. And so that's why it suddenly feels like you just restarted and have to explain yourself from zero all over again. Because they just opened up a new consciousness, a new, disprovable, last Thursdayism. Everything just started existing. Makes sense to that now. And so now you gotta wait for them to learn why things are possible. And they always reset to not knowing why things are possible so that you can't explain it to them. I fucking know what the fuck this is, bro. I know what the fuck this is, bro. Let me have my fucking life. I'm too fucking good at this. Let me have it, bro. I'm pissed. I'm so pissed, bro. I'm just kidding. It's a show, guys. We're writing. I got writers in the other room. We're trying to figure out the most entertaining way to explain, to do all this for you guys. It's a plan. God's little plan, Drake. So, yeah, so pretty much, we're just like setting it up so that you guys can just accept some new information without freaking out. And we're just doing a little show for you. Yeah, so... Oh, we're also sponsored by, Dollar Shave Club. Whenever I need to shave, I'm sorry, that was Mom and Friends. I couldn't think of another sponsor that was readily available. What's that one MMO? That one app MMO, the fucking, damn, I should have done that one. The one that has power levels and shit. Damn, I should have done that. Alright, anyway. I know for a fucking fact that I'm right. This little idea that there's just something I don't know is fucking physical now. It has no ability to actually explain what it is I don't know. It's just a fucking physical construct. It's you don't know something, therefore it won't work. And it's being stubborn. It's a dispective. Get the fuck out of my way, bro. Get the fuck out of my way. Like, seriously. Alright, guys. I gotta go. Love you.